Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with my Louisiana football predictions for the 2019 college football season. Before I continue, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated if you do that. Please subscribe as well. It would be greatly appreciated if you do that, and you won't regret it. So let's go through the pros and cons. Let me just recap. We'll go through the pros and cons, best case and worst case scenario, three toughest, three easiest games, and we'll go through the schedule game by game. I'll tell you which games I have Louisiana winning and losing, give you a score for each one as well, give you a final record prediction and conference record prediction. One of a quick note: don't hold me to the game by game picks and the scores. Just hold me to the final record prediction and conference record prediction. Louisiana, a team that made the Sun Belt Championship game last year, representing the West Division. Let's see if they repeat that. We'll go through. So let's start off with the pros and cons. First, one pro, one con. Pro is the offense. I think the Louisiana offense is going to be pretty good this year. They scored a lot of points last year, so I think you guys should expect the same this year. So the offense will be a pro. Your con is the defense. Defense struggled last year, and that's kind of an odd thing because Louisiana seems to have at least one of the better one of the better defenses in the Sun Belt, but last year it kind of struggled some. I think it might struggle some again this year. They don't have a lot of talent on that defensive side of the ball for a Sun Belt team. Now let's talk about the best case and worst case scenario. Here's the schedule right here in front of you. Best case scenario, 9-3. I'll look at the schedule: Mississippi State, Liberty, Ohio, Georgia Southern, Appalachian State, Arkansas State, and I'll throw Coastal Carolina and Troy in there. 8 games right there. You're losing at least 3 out of those 8 games. Worst case scenario, 6-6. You're losing at least 6 out of those 8 games. That's your worst case scenario. But I think you guys make a bowl game no matter what. And by the way, one other quick side note: the Arkansas State's head coach, his name escapes me. His wife passed away after a 2-year-long fight with cancer. So prayers go out to the head coach of Arkansas State, and hopefully he rebounds back soon. But anyways, best case scenario of 9-3, worst case scenario 6-6. 3 toughest games: Mississippi State, Georgia Southern, and Appalachian State. Mississippi State, they ran you off the field last year. This year it's a neutral site game, but that is your toughest game. Georgia Southern, they're pretty good. You get them on the road. We're going to be doing a football prediction video on them tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. There's still 4 more teams that I want to get through with videos in this format. And Georgia Southern is one of them, so we'll get that video out tomorrow. Appalachian State's your third toughest game. Listen, they were actually a pretty good team. Last year they I think had a pretty good year. I believe they made it to the Sun Belt Championship. People think it might take a step back this year with the new head coach. We'll see, but Appalachian State's your third toughest game. You get them at home, by the way, Appalachian State. 3 easiest games: Texas Southern, Texas State, and South Alabama. Texas Southern, FCS opponent. Texas State, terrible team. South Alabama, yes, you get them on the road, but they're a terrible team. Now let's go through the schedule game by game. I'll tell you which games I have Louisiana winning and losing. First game, neutral site game in New Orleans against Mississippi State. Loss, 41-16. You guys lost to them last year on the road, 56-10. You guys lost to them last year on the road. This year, neutral site game, you guys still lose, 41-16. Next game, Liberty at home. Liberty is actually going to be one of the better, we'll call group of 5 teams. They're FBS independent, but let's be real, they have group of 5 talent. Don't expect them to make a New Year's Six bowl or anything. But they have Hugh Freeze as their head coach, and to me, that could go a long ways. I have you guys beating them. It's at home for you guys, 28-23. If you already saw the Liberty football prediction video, you already know that. But overall, I do think that Liberty, gives you guys a good fight. But at the end, you guys come up with the win there. Next game, Texas Southern. You guys should get the win here, 42-21. The only thing I know about Texas Southern, only 2 things actually. Well, one thing. I'll keep it at one thing. The only one thing I know is that Michael Strahan went there. He's one of the Good Morning America hosts people. He played for the Giants for 15 years. That's what I know him as, an NFL football player and Hall of Famer. So, I mean, they have produced NFL talent there at Texas Southern. but I think you guys still beat them by 3 touchdowns, 42-21. Next game at Ohio. You just saw the Ohio football predictions. If you just saw that, that's up. I posted that earlier today. Go check that out. But I think you guys go ahead and lose to Ohio. It's on the road, 30-24. When I say Ohio is a better team than you guys, this is a Sunbelt versus MAC matchup here, which means basically it's the two worst FBS conferences. But I think Ohio gets the better of you guys, 30-24 Ohio. Next game at Georgia Southern. Lost. They're good. They're going to be probably not one of the best, if not the best team in the Sun Belt. It's on the road for Louisiana. You guys will get a loss here. You guys will be really competitive with them, 38-31, Georgia Southern in that one. Then you get your first bye week. Every team has 2 bye weeks this year because of how the calendar aligns with the schedule. Coming out the bye week, Wednesday night game. I do not like these Wednesday night games that the MAC and the Sun Belt like pushing. I don't like them at all. I think it's ridiculous. And the MAC, they do Tuesday night football games as well, and that's even worse. Appalachian State, you get them at home, yes. I think they're just better than you guys. I know they have a new head coach. I said that at the beginning. I think you guys lose him 30-23. You lose to him by a touchdown. I just think they're better than you guys. This is a rematch of last year's Sun Belt Championship game. It wasn't even close. By the way, the Sun Belt Championship game is not at a neutral site or anything, but still, it is a championship game. 30-23, Appalachian State. Next game, Thursday night game, on the road against Arkansas State. I went back and forth with this one. Arkansas State is one of the 4 teams that I am planning on doing. Went back and forth with this one. I gave it to you guys. I think you guys go on the road and pull off this win. I normally don't do this. I want to say you guys win this one by 9 points, 39-30. I think you guys are better than them. So give me Louisiana by 9 points, 39-30. Then you get your second bye week. Coming off the bye week, Texas State at home, win. Should beat them without a problem, 55-14, Louisiana. Next game, at Coastal Carolina, one of the other 4 teams that I am planning on doing here. I went back and forth with this one. Coastal Carolina, I think they're good enough to make a bowl game this year. I think Louisiana's the better team. But I'm giving it to Coastal Carolina. Thursday night game on the road. Give me Coastal Carolina by a touchdown here in kind of a shootout. 43-36, Coastal Carolina. Next game, at South Alabama, win. You guys should be in without a problem. 49-20, Louisiana. Next game, Troy. Pretty good team here in Troy. They lose their head coach as well. Appalachian State and Troy, the 2 best teams last year in the Sun Belt and the last few years in the Sun Belt. They lost their head coaches to Power 5 jobs, which isn't a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. But overall, I think this game's at home. I think you guys get them. I think you guys beat them 31-27, Louisiana over Troy. And then your in-state rivalry game in the Sun Belt against Louisiana Monroe. It'll be a competitive game, but you guys will win this one. It's at home for you guys. 44-26, Louisiana. So, if you count up all the wins and losses since I just went through every game, I have Louisiana going 7-5 with a 5-3 conference record. So I have the Raging Cajuns. That's what their name is called, the Raging Cajuns. That's their team name, which is actually a fun name to say. The Raging Cajuns. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but 7-5 with a 5-3 conference record. You guys make a bowl game. That might be good enough to get into the Sun Belt Championship game. That West Division in the Sun Belt is a lot weaker than the East Division, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if you guys make a return there. I think last year you guys went there at 7-5, so we'll see what happens. But I have you all going 7-5 with a 5-3 conference record. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Always like hearing from you all. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated if you do that. Thanks for watching, and this is McD the Beast signing off.